Along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. Look at him go. It's a foot race. And he will finally be tracked down, nearly a touchdown, but he'll set his team up with first and goal.
Oh, so close. I mean, those are tough. You go that far, and it doesn't result in a touchdown. But give that kicking team a little bit of credit now. They never gave up on a play, but what a return it was inside the 10-yard line. That was sensational.
Wow, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's a run. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, L.A. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Rams will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me.
Tag! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! I'm not lying!
Room to run past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he will score! Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Extra point try, forthcoming. Good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
The bootleg. He'll look to throw here. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They send a receiver in motion left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break! Tiger, 19, Tiger, 19, 18. Ready,
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 22 now, here's second and 9.
Ready?
To the air, it's Vick. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The 31-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
To throw is Vick. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Ready?
On play action, it's Vick. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will get into the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown, Eagles. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
47-yard line. Brings up second and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made him comfortable for the third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On comes the punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
Ready, set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cowboys, cut up. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels.
Vic gonna look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
19, 19, go.
Throwing now. Vic. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Stephanie! 18, Dragon 60.
Now, Vic. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now the return. Crazy. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down.
At the 50-yard line.
As they try to run it here. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. From the 41, it's second and 1. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. The throw here is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And this is not going to work out. A flag up spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Exiting the pocket right. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nineteen Tiger. Ready.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 19, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Vince. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, here's Vic. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
We'll go with the drop play here on 2nd down. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. It is 3rd and long. to throw. His throw left side is complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Second down, they need 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
68, 70,
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's Vic. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Throwing is Vic. Throwing it right into the hands of his running backs. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19.
To the air, it's Vic. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback?
Okay, ready?
Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
19 side.
To throw is Vic. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass. Really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision. as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does kick that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Eagles are going to take possession.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
On play action, it's Vick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. Come back team. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now, faking the give. Forced out left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70. Liking 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11. And quickly pick up 1st down.
36-yard line.
Liking 7 Rattler. 19 strikes.
Vick gonna look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Headed left, buying time. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
13-yard line.
Get it!
Throwing now, Vick. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Geno Smith, touchdown, Eagles. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
He'll manage only a couple. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. From the 43, here's second and 8. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He fires it across his body over the middle, and it's complete.
10 yards on the pickup.
Second and inches.
At the 32-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot, buy some extra time for your offensive line, and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
They get 22 yards there. First down, L.A.
A gain of 22 yards.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
That is brought in at the 10. That's how you get yourself out of a second and 20 hole. Big game there. He'll leave them just shy of the first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw. That one caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to...
And he's into the end zone yet again. Geno Smith, touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20. Much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. And that is incomplete.
was actually a really nice play design. I just don't love the execution. So with this RPO, what you're hoping is you can hold that extra defender near the line of scrimmage, and it allows your guy to kind of leak out behind them, but just didn't look like the timing and that everyone was on the same page, and ends up kind of being wasted down.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
This is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Here's Brown on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Ready.
A run on first down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll work now on second and 4.
Unlock Lions.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
60 even. Trap 60. Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Cougar 19. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 20-yard line.
Second and a yard.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Vic. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On third down, it's Vic. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Now he'll air one out. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
Typical, body of a donut, that's so typical. Turn like a god, that's so typical. Still more, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical, visual. I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away, I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a mortal, that's so typical, body of the donut, that's so typical, turn like a god, that's so typical, still more, that's so typical, don't wanna talk about it, so cynical, so cut it out.
Lost eyes of mine was sitting to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through North